ever lied to my mother, except today. Am I forgiven? Okay, so what I had said the other day to her is, I said, look, we're going to go to lunch, and we'd like to take you to Ruth Chris. And she said, oh, never been to Ruth Chris before, that's going to be fun. I wanted to give her the opportunity to, to dress nice, but she always does anyhow, but just in case, she had sweatpants on or something like that. But that was the only time I've ever not told her quite the truth. I may have withheld information, but I've never lied. And I'm proud of that.
Stop there.
Anyhow, what I wanted to do is just say a few things here, and then after that, open up the microphone to anyone who may want to say a few things and honor her here today. When I think about my mom, one word, a lot of words come to mind, but one word in particular is kind. I think my mother is a very kind woman, and I don't think anybody in here would disagree with that. There are many ways I could describe her. In fact, you guys probably have shouted out, what are some things that describe my mom? Gracious, sweet, gentle, awesome, long-suffering, spiritual, loving, funny. Regal. Anybody know what regal means? Let's use some words that we all understand. I don't know what regal means. That's an automobile. Buick Regal's all I know. You're very regal, Mom.
Hey. You gotta dumb it down for this crowd, buddy.
But faithful, I just heard.
Hospitable.
Hospitable.
Lovely.
Lovely. What else? Wise. Inspirational. Good one. Patient.
Humble.
Shy. Humble. I know that for sure. But let me tell you people something about her. All of us have bad days. We have rough days at work. Things happen in our lives. Kids don't listen. You have a car accident. Your car catches on fire and burns up. Right, Jake? Jake pulled into Wawa last Saturday, walked inside, and the whole car caught on fire and burned down. And nobody was hurt. And insurance took care of it, and we're going to get a better car than what we had. So it worked out really well. But you have bad days. But I'll tell you this: most of us that have bad days, by 9 o'clock in the morning, my mom's probably already exceeded what most of you would have considered a bad day. The challenges that she has to go through, a lot of us don't understand. She's had a lot go through in her life. She's lost her son. She lost her husband, who was a fantastic person. We could talk about, we could throw out words all day long about how good of a person my father was and how good of a husband he was. And but the point that I want to make here is that not one time has my mother ever complained. Not once. If it's been a complaint, it's been a complaint because it was something with the grandkids and they weren't treated right or something like that. It was a complaint towards someone else, but never about herself. She's a very selfless person. And the reason behind that, the reason that she was a selfless person is because my mother has lived, and does live a purpose-driven life. I don't know if any of you have read the book by Rick Warren, but he wrote a book called The Purpose-Driven Life, and she's followed that. And if you were to ask her, well, how do you get through a rough day? How do you get through this? She'll tell you. She'll be happy to tell you, because Mom understands what life is all about, and that what we are doing here today, this life is just this is not the end game. You know, we're only here for a short period of time. I once heard it said that imagine a piece of rope that went out this door and went all the way around the earth and went all the way out to the moon, around the moon, and back here. And that rope represents eternity. And at the end of that rope is 1 inch of red. And that 1 inch of red is our lives. It's that short in comparison to what eternity is going to be like. And I think what we all should do is make the best of how we live within that red area of the rope. Because what we do here is just a short period of time. None of us are going to be here, and nobody's going to care about us down the road 100 years from now. And Mom's been living in the red her whole life, and she's been living a purpose-driven life, and that's why I think she has the peace and all the qualities that we all mentioned here in the beginning. A lot of that is because she's got a foundation in God. She's got a foundation, she's got a grasp on what life, the meaning of life is. You know, a lot of people would say, you know, what did your mom and your dad teach you? And some people would say, well, my dad taught me how to fish, he taught me how to build things, he taught me how to this, that, and the other. But what my parents taught me is how to live. You know, what really matters is what's inside that red 1 inch. What is in there, because, you know, life is short, you know? And it's all about the relationships and that we build and and how we serve our God. You know, we're all gonna be on the deathbed someday. And when we're there, no one is going to say, hey, bring me my trophies, give me all my stock certificates, and bring me all these things. You know what they're going to say? They're going to say, where's my family? Where's my friends? Where are the people that I've lived with and grown together with? And but that's really what matters. That's what defines success. Success is not how much money we make, it's how happy we are, and we're happy if we've lived a purpose-driven life, which my mother has. So it's been a real challenge, I would say, since my dad passed in 2005. But the cool piece of it is I get the privilege to come over every night and help put her to bed. She always, if she complains, actually she does complain. And her complaint is, I wish you didn't have to come over here. I'm sorry I had to drag you out of here. And it's not really the case. I added it up, it's like, I've been here, if you subtract the times that the church and the family has helped up, and you certainly have quite a bit, you'd be pulling, it's like 3,500 times I've came over. And this is my favorite time of year to come over, because every evening just about, we've got the ball game on, the Orioles are playing, and we are watching the Orioles play, and we're talking about that, we're talking about life and what's going on, and every day I get to share a little bit about my day with my mom. And I don't even get to share it with Candace half the time because she's so busy doing parties and stuff. But, you know, I've got her full attention every night, and it's just you know, for 15, 20 minutes, those of you that have helped out, you know what I'm talking about. It's a neat thing, isn't it? She likes it. We like seeing the Orioles win too. But that was pretty much, you know, what I wanted to say here, Mom. I appreciate what you've done in my life, and you know, I could go on and on here, but these people are probably ready to go to sleep already. So, but so what I'd like to do is give everyone the opportunity just to share just a little bit, and then as we're doing that, there's cake going around. But before I do, you know, each person individually that helped make this, you know, a success. It was truly a group effort. There was a lot that went on, and honest, you did not know about this, did you? Yeah, I don't know. We owe her a Ruth Chris. And if anyone's never been to Ruth, please take her to Ruth Chris. Yeah. But we had told you we were going to do that, and we're going to do it one way or the other. So we're going to take up a collection now for Ruth Chris. Okay? But back to the things. I could go down the line, but everyone, there were so many people who played a part in making this a success, and it certainly has. I mean, this is really cool. I mean, look at this sanctuary. It looks like a grand ballroom. But my wife Candace, she's the one that was the impetus behind this whole thing, and she's very good at organizing these kind of things, as you can tell. So it was only fitting to make one person. I had to single her out, but I got to stop there, or else there's just too many people to say. But you know who you are, and truly do appreciate all that you've done. Okay, who's next? Somebody take this microphone.
My first time using the microphone. Just want to start by saying, job mom setting up all this party. So everybody, shout out to Candace. And happy birthday, Nana. You're the best. And I'm not gonna become a pastor like my dad was a second ago. I'm gonna stand here and reminisce about the moments that I got to spend with Nana. I look back, and the farthest I can think back is me, Tim, and Jake are in the back of the Oldsmobile with Gramps and Nana. We're going to do a car wash. And Tim was terrified. He's crying. That's as far as I can remember. And I can also remember Gramps. I would sit on his lap, and Nana would go to the pantry and get his Cheez-Its. That's just what she does. She gets the Cheez-Its and she listens to the stories that Gramps would tell us. And me, Tim, and Jake would all sit on the lap together. And then he died in 2005, and then I'm just so surprised that she's still able to cope with the difficulties of being in a wheelchair all these years, and I would not be able to, and I don't think anybody else in this room would be able to. And if anybody had to be in a wheelchair, it had to be Nana, because she's got that attitude to get through this kind of difficulty. And I really admire her faith, as every month she goes to evangelize with all of her girlfriends. And to be able to still love God as He has taken away her son, as He's taken away her husband, and He's disabled her, and yet she's still loved by lots of people. There's about 50 people who were not able to come, and lots of people who weren't able to come, and they still love her. It's amazing. This is just a small portion of the people who love Nana. All the others are better things to do. I